Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. If you look at this Bronco defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Meanwhile, Fields throw into the hands of Pickens. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll be stopped. It picks up 7 yards. Pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. This is Harris on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 3. Fields now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Play action. It's Fields. Washington's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts them in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Out of the gun, Fields. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one. That's like as long as you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's got some space here. Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On first down, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this game.
And a steal of pressure too much here. He's going down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a give right side Swift. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. This defense for the Steelers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And bulldozing his way through. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Looking to throw. Nix. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Operating from the gun. Nix working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix finding his target. It's Trey McBride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Off play action. Nix. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It's another first down and going to be a gain of 21 yards. Harris It's running straight ahead. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defensive player with some confidence, haven't allowed a point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Swift. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Fields throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half, 10-0 our score. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And some room to maneuver. Inside the 20. And he takes it back to the house. For a Steelers score. Extra point out by Boswell. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Nix shakes off the sag. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw on second down. Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Nix. He finds his man. Complete. That's Franklin. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. A final shot before break. Nix. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Toney to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 20, DeAndre Swift, and all the way home for a Broncos score. DeAndre Swift, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw on 2nd down. Nix, he'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So,
and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On the option to give to Swift here. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
On fourth field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Just too many mistakes in all phases of the game. Still, you've got a chance to get this back to a one-score game here in the third quarter. You've got to be able to convert here. Instead, it comes up empty.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. On the draw, it's Harris. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
3rd and 9 here. Now it's Fields. And he is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for us, Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Fields on first down. Got an open man. It's Pickens. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To throw is Fields. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
At their own 34-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Back to throw. Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the Steelers' 46-yard line.
They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground.
And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Ooh, the juke. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Nix. He'll get this one to Pittman. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First and goal, Denver.
Looking to throw. Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd down. He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back here to the 33-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They run again with Harris. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is going to have a Steeler 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off.
Here we go.
Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.